All right.
Hello.
Sorry, guys. I've just opened our voices there on stream. So, yeah, we are now audible. So, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Christoph and Paul and Uncle John. And there's other John as well.
Morning.
Goeiemorgen. Right.
Hello.
We need to go and push the talk, do we not?
Yes, please. And warn me when I breathe into the mic, please.
Will do.
Okay. Right. So, fortune upon misfortune upon whatever happened. Good morning, Chronic. I'm restarting my explain for the fourth time already today. The first two times I didn't have frame rates. All right. So for those of you that had issues with the PC yesterday, I'm not sure if it's related. I had the WhatsApp app running on my PC. I closed it. My frames came back. So whatever, if it's related, I can't really say that. But that's where the change came. Then I realized I had the wrong speaker system set up. So I'm just restarting, guys. Just bear with me. I initially thought of postponing the stream maybe half an hour, and then I thought, you know, you guys can watch me struggle for a while. See, I'm also human. So the plan is to fly from Frankfurt to Gatwick. All right. Well, the frames look better. Let's quickly refresh the weather as well. Weather reload. Then we'll let it settle, and we'll do a Zibo reload as well. Yeah, I don't know. The frames are much better now. Can you freaking believe it? Okay, let's reload this baby. Aircraft, there we go.
Question.
Yes.
You said a minute ago that you'd started the Skymatix VA cars.
Yes.
Is that affected by an explain reload? Do you have to restart it or stop it and start it, or does it just carry on regardless?
That's a freaking good question. That's a really good question. Well, welcome, Chronic. I hope you're going to enjoy the VA with us. Paul, I've opened it up now. It seems like it was exactly where it was when, I left it. I don't know. Let's do a test, okay? So what we'll do is after pushback, we'll see if it actually registers the movement. So if we have to, by the time we get to the holding point of the runway, we'll restart it if we have to.
Okay.
All right, so let's see if it actually can pick up and just go where it left off. I'm not sure. I've never tried it. Good morning, Giovanni. How are you doing? Uncle John, let's see what Linda says.
Good day, Captain. Please start the A cars.
Thank you, Linda. We have. Right, well, I'm not getting quite 30 frames. You know what? It's usable. I don't know what on earth is causing this. And there's Andrew as well. Good morning. It's creeping up. I don't know. As long as we can get out of here, I'm okay.
It's not the airport scenery, is it? Being hard work.
Well, let's quickly look around. There's no scenery right in front of us. If I look towards the terminal and stuff, it drops. It really drops. The scenery is heavy there. But in front of us, it's not supposed to be that harsh. I don't know. When I closed the WhatsApp just now and restarted the X-plane, in one of the restarts it was perfect. But at this time, it's just not... Oh, there we go. Oh, it hit 30, then it went down again. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I can tell you one thing. This Zibo mod didn't load properly. There is very definitely a problem with this Zibo mod. There. Okay. My mistake, guys. My mistake. You see, now I'm hypersensitive. Now I'm looking for mistakes and faults all over. Damn it. And there's the frame rates back. I don't know. Okay, let's open Process Manager. Let's have a look, see, because it could be one of the external things that's doing something. I don't know. Let's have a look. Task Manager. We'll sort it on CPU usage. Explain is using the most. So, okay, I'll keep it on that screen. Alright, so let's not waste any more time. It seems to have come right. Whatever process was running seems to have finished, so it's done. But okay, look, there's no more lag. Okay. Interesting.
Ready for pushback.
Oh, come on, really? Uncle John, you're a bit fast. I haven't even connected to Iveo yet. Give me a minute or two. That's fast. Very fast. Giovanni, all's well, it seems. Like I said, I'm really hypersensitive now a little bit after the last day's experience with this computer. So, overreacting kind of. I'll try my best not to do it again, but you never know,
Ground to cockpit. Plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you're ready.
Yeah, Uncle John, Speedy Gonzalez, eh?
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross-check and all call, thank you.
Hey, Bob.
Alright, we've got everyone strapped in.
Awesome.
Give us a ring if you need anything.
Oh yeah, I wanted to check the altitude this thing gave me. Let's see. Uncle John, I see there's a step climb and it's taken me up to 320. So it starts at 230, then 240, then 320, and then it starts the descent again. So you might want to check your altitude on the OSB.
No, I'll change it to 30,000.
Yeah, 30,000 or 32 or something, because it gave me 32, but it's in steps.
Do you want 32?
Well, that's where I'm gonna be, so you might as well join me. Might as well join me. Right, gents, by the way, for those of you that don't know, we are flying on Iveo and there's no invitation necessary. If you see us online, you want to fly with, just join us. You don't have to be a member of our group or anything. I mean, it's free for you to join. I remember on VATSIM we had quite a following at one stage. Guys just pop in and follow it. So anyway, that's about the invitation you're going to get. Just join us when you're ready. Is about the best we can do.
Which runways are we gonna take off?
07 right. And we're landing 08 right. Right, I've just connected to the network, so you guys should see me now if you're online already. Okay, while we are busy setting up, let me also... Wait a minute, that's not right. Let me look at my planning again. Ooh, that's terribly wrong. Let me just fix that.
I'm sorry, Nico, I can't see you.
Don't worry, Uncle John. Don't worry. We'll get there. Alright. I think I found the problem. No, it's not right. It's definitely not right. Hold on. This departure sucks, man. We need to be on 07 right. Which departure did you guys choose? Because now I need to run through them quickly to see which ones work.
07 right.
Got it.
Arriving on 07 right departure and 08 right arrival.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm talking about the actual departure procedure. I see Sobri 1 Yankee Delta and Echo. That's what I'm looking for.
Yankee.
Okay. You see what happens? Let me show you guys. On Navigraph, when I look at my flight plan, it suggests one of those two. And I never noticed when I choose it, look, it changes the runway. And that's where the problem comes in. I know we need to take that one. So I've quickly had a look. That looks much better. That really looks much better. So, it's the first time in a long time that I've actually been given a wrong suggestion by Navigraph. Terrible. Yeah, that's better. Okay, so all that means is we are good pilots. Uncle John? Uncle John?
Yes, sir.
Peter says you're so fast. Have you arrived already? Are you at Gatwick? Are you waiting for us?
I've been to Gatwick, I've come back again, and I've just reset up again.
Oh, fantastic. You're a star. Amazing. 07. Right. So we 1 Yankee. Execute. Right, so while we are checking, let's make sure that we have ILS 08 right. Right, that's correct. And there we go. So we don't have to change that at all. And that, dear friends, is why you have to double check everything. And happiness is. While we are here, where is Active Sky? Quickly have a look, see.
Long taxi.
Very, Uncle John. But we'll get there, don't worry. We'll get there. Okay, I love this, the ignition button on my yoke now. When I turn it, I can set my auto brake. Did you see that, Uncle John?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you know this little starter switch you have on your honeycomb yoke?
Yeah.
I've connected it to my auto brake. If you look at my stream, you'll see I'm turning it and it's going to the position I want it to go.
What you like?
Yeah, nice. We did it on one of the streams. We were talking about it and I just said, hey, why don't we do it? So I did it there on stream. I think it's the last one on Twitch that we did. Let's set it up. I just remember to use it. Right, okay. Next. What's next? We need to do the loading. We haven't done the loading. Alright, something like that. Okay, so what do we have? We have 17.4. Alright. Oh, got enough. That must be 9:45 then. Okay. Right, so fuel 6.1.
Ground supply deck hose is connected and starting refueling.
Thank you, my friend.
I'm at your 10 o'clock out of your cockpit window.
Ooh, yeah, I can see. And there's other John. Nice photo. Peter, honeycomb yoke. I can tell you one thing, for the price, there is nothing that can beat it. Eh? This honeycomb yoke is magic. It is really awesome.
Well, if you think that's awesome, wait till you get your throttle.
Ah. Right, so we have 60.5. We are balancing back on the books. We have a takeoff weight of 66.5. Why is that so wrong? That is not right. Somewhere there's a problem. Oh, it's the fuel. It's still loading the fuel. Come on, hurry up, young man. Yeah, here we go. Right, okay, so we'll have to wait for that just to make sure. Then, what we're going to do is look for our reserves. Cost index 20. 720. Right, I'm not going to execute it right now. Let's continue with the other story. Earn pet. The overlay is it's from Benny. Benny what? What was it? Benny overlay. That's what it's called. B-E-N-E overlay. If you search for it on YouTube, that's the easiest way to find it. Just go into the YouTube search bar, type B-E-N-E overlay. Benny overlay. The guy's name is Benjamin, hence the name Benny. So, awesome guy. Really, really nice guy. That guy, when I started broadcasting, that was still on Twitch. He actually came and spent some time with me and he helped me to set it up and everything. That was awesome of him. He really, I didn't have to do it and he did. And he also came on to Andre XP Aviator stream with us and he helped him as well. You know, it was just nice.
Nico, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
On some of my flights, when I'm entering all the details from the operating flight plan in the FMS, I get afterwards the message using reserve fuel.
Yeah.
Why?
I think it.
Do you know?
I think it's unoptimized code. I just cancel it. At some point in time, Zibo will fix it because it is oversensitive. If I can use a term like that, it's just oversensitive. It also happens when you change your legs. If you make a change in the legs page, usually it pops up. So I don't bother about it. If the OFP in SimBrief is set up correctly, there, it's obviously a mistake.
Okay.
Hello, Drone and Sundry. And there's Sergeant Potato.
Ground to flight deck, fuel is all loaded up and you are good to go.
Right, so fuel is done. Let's go back. Alright, so we want 66.5 and that's 66.6. Alright, and the only difference is that includes extra 100 kilogram for taxi, so we are happy as can be. Execute. I'm almost done, Uncle John. About 5 minutes I can go. So if you want to start pushing, I think it's a good time if you push now. Push and start now, sir.
Okay, sir, thank you.
Yeah. Then we have some distance between us. I'm not saying anything anymore. I should have slept 5 minutes more, I'm telling you. Uncle John, you weren't kidding, eh? This is one hell of a taxi to get to that runway.
Definitely was not joking.
I thought you were joking, I must be honest, sorry. I'm looking at the John, I go, what? Oops.
The whole length of the runway.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do, not to be funny, is I'm going to cross runway 25 Charlie. And then I'm going to use that center taxiway between the runways. I'm going to taxi down that way. And that'll take me in a better position. I'm also now thinking, hold on a second. These? Okay, no, sorry, that's true. That's exactly what I'm going to do. That's exactly what I'm going to do.
On reflection, I think I'm going to do the same.
Yeah.
Trim up.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm going to start the APU and close doors and do all the rest then. Ah, come on, let go of the mouse. Alright, so ground services. Let's close them doors. Send away these guys. Ground handling, control, drive away. Better push back.
On to cockpit. Toes driving up.
Okay, you do that, sir.
Okay, all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect. Set parking brake.
It's set.
Now connected and wipers been inserted. Release parking brake.
Before I do that, I have a couple of things I really want to do. I haven't done my automatic unicom either, eh? Hey Steve, good morning. Alright, so taxiway L1. M6 Mike 29. I think that's it. Let's get rid of that. And there's Uncle John going. Happy flying, Uncle John.
Thank you, sir.
Right, so I don't always use this thing. Let's see if we set this up nicely as well. So taxiways, we want to go to there. We want to go to there. Go to there. Mike 29. There. Exit. Right, so we've got that chart, we've got that chart. It's not difficult, but it is a long way. Damn it. Really long way. Right, if we get stuck, we'll use that one. For now, I'm going to send and I'm going to push. There we go.
Starting pushback, and you may start the engines.
Before start procedure.
Before start procedure. before start procedure completed.
Start number 2 engine. Hey. Start number 2 engine. Ah, now she heard me.
Starting number 2 engine.
Question, Nico.
Yes, sir.
Has your FMC picked up the speed limit on the departure turn there?
I don't know. I didn't check in that detail. We can check now.
25 and 2.
Just wondering. You know, we were looking at restrictions yesterday, weren't we? And
Yeah.
they were all picked up nicely.
Yeah. Okay. Well, oh, before I taxi, let's quickly have a look there. Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Yeah, speed
Operation
restriction
complete.
there.
Please
Below
hit parking
220.
brake.
Fabulous. Thanks.
Disconnecting
you're welcome.
tow.
Thanks for
Stand
asking.
by.
Okay. I have a problem because I was not concentrating. Sorry, Linda, my dearest. Your captain is asleep today. Because he is asleep, he's messing it up. Now imagine all the right code was in place and this engine just caught on
25 and
fire
2.
now. Oops. Sorry, dearest. I will try and concentrate more.
Has been removed. Hand signal on the left. I'll see you next time. Have a safe flight.
Starter cutout.
Yeah, it's easy, Steve. It's easy. I actually introduced it on stream here on my YouTube channel. Yeah, and exactly as Chronic said, you got to pull the caging button. You got to pull it and keep it pulled until such time as the artificial horizon, comes to rest. In the proper position. Let's quickly see if I can show you displays.
I'm wondering if I need to call the fuel truck again.
Probably. Analogs, there you go. Okay, so if you're watching, let me show you. That is your caging push-pull button. So what needs to happen is you need to now pull it and you hold it, and there you see it comes alive, and then things work. Well, it is gyro driven as far as I know, so it's exactly what it is. So there it is, and then it's set up. From there on, obviously it will work as intended. So while we've got the setting, let's just use it. Wrong option. Right, Paul, my ACARS has reported that I'm off the blocks. It did detect it, so...
Well, that's good to know.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't done... Oh, De Bruin, wake up. You're an idiot. You're welcome. All these flying... mosquitoes around my head. Yeah, I'm just swatting, trying to answer and think and not think. Anyway, I did remember about the ACARS.
Yeah.
25 and 2.
10 points for that.
Thank you. Now I feel a little bit better.
He only remembered because Linda told him.
Starter cutout.
Yeah, Chronic, I'm not involved
Engine
with that
start
side of
procedure
the
completed.
plan. I don't know exactly how they modeled that behind the scenes. Okay, Peter, talk later. Thanks for popping in.
Flaps 5 set.
Uncle John,
Yes, sir.
looks like your call sign there on top of your aircraft is getting
Taxi
small
lights
in
on.
the distance.
You could say that.
You're almost over the horizon.
I'm seriously thinking of parking up and calling that fuel truck.
Nico, are you running the airport visual system on a second screen?
No, I can, but I didn't. I'm literally, I just hid it.
How do you use it?
I hid it. I've got a keyboard shortcut. So basically, I just press I assigned the keyboard button A to it. So I just press A to show or hide it.
Okay.
I'll just quickly put the decals on so I can see there's no other traffic that I'm going to interfere with. Because I'm going to cross the runway now.
Approaching 25 center.
I think I better sit here for a bit, Annika.
Why?
Well, I'm guessing you're a million miles away.
almost. I'm on the opposite side of the runway, Uncle John. So I think if you leave now, we'll have about 3 minutes separation.
Okay, I'm not convinced, but there you go. I'm going to line up and take off.
All right, sir. It's on me if it's wrong, so, you know, don't let it worry you. Yeah, it's just picked up my flaps, it's picked up my runway crossing here, so it seems ACOS is fine. I didn't stop and restart it even after restarting Explain 2 times after starting it initially, Paul.
No, that's great. Something we don't have to remember to do.
Yeah. I've never done it. This was literally the first time I've done this, so it was a good exercise.
But we do need to stop the ACARS and restart it if we have an X-plane crash or something like that.
Correct. Because it needs to ask you, do you want to resume? And then it will recalculate from there. Otherwise it will not recalculate. It will not work as far as I know. I've started my 3-minute timer because I see movement on your side, Uncle John.
Airboards, huh?
Yeah, I took a nice picture here of the family album. you okay? Other John, are you still on your way?
Yep, I'm coming. It's just like you see Uncle John. That's how I see you at the moment.
Okay.
What a beautiful day.
Yeah, looks like it. I wish I had one more hand. Every time I take my hand off the tiller, to just click somewhere else, this aircraft starts moving, eh? Turning all the other ways it shouldn't. Well, Uncle John, after this flight, we can say that we both drove per ground and flew to Gatwick. It feels like we're driving there.
I felt as if I'd been there and back.
Wait till me pick up something from McDonald's.
Don't you start upsetting me first thing in the morning.
Oh, he doesn't know you don't like McDonald's. You'll have to explain to him.
Burger King, no problem. McDonald's, ugh.
Okay.
Personal preference. Right, I'm almost here, Uncle John, and it's taken me 4 minutes since you came past me just to reach this threshold here.
I'm not surprised.
Before takeoff procedure.
Before takeoff procedure.
Here's a real world question for you.
Takeoff procedure completed.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have
Our taxiway is cambered so rain runs off. Just a thought, you know, you were running sideways in your taxi now, obviously for different reasons. But it just crossed my mind. You know, our runways and taxiways cambered to shed rain, or is it done differently?
You know how many times in the real world I've walked on them, and I swear I can't tell you. I don't know. I'll have to go back and check. I don't know.
Just a thought.
Yeah. So, there you go. There's my broadcast. Let's go.
Stabilized.
And Yolanda.
Approaching 07 right. On runway 07 right.
I've got a feeling my route is right.
Takeoff thrust set.
Yo, what? Sorry, speak up a bit.
Well, I'm heading south at the moment.
Uncle John, in the star, the sit.
Throttle hold.
You're going to the right hand side, you're going to the south, and then it bends you back up.
Yeah, I'm currently on 192 going to Aneki,
Rotate.
Alpha November Echo Kilo India.
Well, if you give me a minute, let me just get in the air. I can step through with you. We can check
Positive
this.
rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
Navigate off.
Your airport taxi navigation.
Runway turn off, lights off.
Uncle John,
Yes, sir.
which SID are you using? Sobra 1 Yankee? Or which one are you at?
I can't remember now. I'm going to select Director Uniform Lima Kilo India Golf.
Yeah, I'll do that. Do that. Sort
Flaps
yourself
one
out
set.
that way. Hello, Nick. Good morning.
Flaps up. And set. Approaching transition. Transition altitude.
Hello, Barry. Good morning. Nick, I have, but I use it to just mess around with, just to, you know, keep abreast of what's happening with it. I keep it up to date, but I don't spend much time in it. Good morning, Krister. Steve, my suggestion would be to go delete your MTL folder, get the latest XCSL from my VAO, that installer, and just reinstall it, because we also had issues in the past, but they seem to have resolved now. We haven't really had any issues lately, so that's my best advice I can think of giving you right now. Is just, you know, trash it and start with a proper new install with the latest XCSL installer. But it must also be the IVAO XCSL one, the specific one. Alright, so we've gone through the speed restrictions, Paul and Uncle John. Held it lovely, so now we're already above 9,000 for that restriction, so it's irrelevant to us at this point in time. Hello, aviation. Lovely, clear day.
We have an excellent team on board today, and we are all happy to offer you any assistance you may require throughout the flight. Our in-flight entertainment has begun.
Thank you, so to you, Nick. Yeah, it is. Definitely, Christer.
Are you going to turn to ULKIG?
Now you ask me. Hang on.
How's you going to go a long way down?
Uncle John, I'm already on the parallel, and I'm gonna turn right just now, going back up to Sobra, and I mean I'm on track, so I'm not worried. I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's where we are. So we're turning back up there, and then just continue.
I'm in the cruise, Nico. 32.
Excellent, Uncle John. You must enjoy your flight, Christer. So guys, in this lull, I'm just thinking, if I haven't mentioned it, tomorrow I was thinking of doing a group flight with the guys again. If everybody approves, I want to fly us from Baltimore to Boston, and the reason I want to do that is because of all the speed restrictions and altitude restrictions and everything, just to give us something to think about. So if you guys are interested, tomorrow afternoon 1500 Zulu, we're going to do that one, KBWI to KBOS. So you guys are all invited if you want to pop around and come join, fly with.
Sounds like a good plan.
Yo.
Interesting.
Yeah. Once you hit that star, just about that JFK going down, there's a lot of speed restrictions and altitude restrictions.
Leaving the flight deck for 1 minute for coffee.
Oh, I think I need one too.
Thousand to level off.
1,000 to go.
So that would be the Roebuck 3 RNAV by the sounds of it, Nico.
For us today.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
The,
yeah, sorry, yeah.
The Boston thing, yeah.
Something like that. I've got all the details. If you look at my flight roster, I've got the whole thing. Everything's there.
Okay.
So basically, the flight plan takes you to JFK. This comes from Flight Aware, so this is the real world flight plan. Then from the JFK VOR, you're going to have to go onto that star, whichever it is. Roebuck sounds perfect. You know, so depending on the runway and things like that. We'll check it out tomorrow, but yeah, for sure.
Yeah, lots of restrictions. Good.
Yes, Geo, and to Mr. X's latest freeware Boston. So yeah. Good morning, Tommy. Good morning. Barry, which time zone are you in? Because we're going to have to address this, you know. I mean, you're not the only one with this problem. So where do you find yourself on Earth? And then we can try maybe do a catch-up at some point in time.
I really am looking forward to the weekend.
Nick, I thought we agreed we would do one in every month to accommodate the US.
Yeah, we talked about it, Uncle John, but I don't think we've ever done one. So it's time we start doing one, you know.
Yeah, well, we've only done 2, isn't it?
Yes,
Since
correct.
we resurrected it. So
Correct.
we said 1 a month.
Oh, but now you see, he's in Australia somewhere. Okay. Next question, Barry. What is a good GMT time to have a group flight for you guys in the Far East? That's the next question. I mean, a time like this, you're obviously awake, you're sitting here watching us. So would a time like this maybe suit you, you know, maybe a Sunday morning, you know, whatever time it is now in your place? This time is perfect. Okay. Well, tomorrow morning, according to my roster, the way I calculated it, I will be flying from LSZH, that is Zurich, and I'm flying back to EGKK, where we're going now. So if you want to fly with us tomorrow morning, same time, be at Zurich, you know, at 900 Zulu. If you can be at Zurich at 900 Zulu tomorrow morning, fly with. Come join us. I mean, just as this is not a formal group flight, I mean, we're obviously more than one guy flying together here. You're more than welcome to come. Just because it's not 20 or 30 guys flying together doesn't mean it's not, you know, fun or a group flight as such, you know. So if you can do tomorrow morning 900 Zulu at Zurich, you fly with. Excellent.
I'm looking at the spacing for us 3. It's perfect.
Excellent. Yeah, good morning, John. I'm well, the guys sound well, and I hope you're well too. I'm just glad my computer works again. I seriously thought I lost this machine yesterday. I had a bit of a stressful time yesterday with this thing. And the funny thing is, this morning I can see the frames are not what they used to be. So I'm not sure. At least it works. Anyway, Uncle John, I'm in the cruise now as well. I think I need to go grab a coffee. Gents, if you guys want to run away quickly for 5 minutes, it's okay. I'm going to go grab coffee, and I'll be back, obviously, the moment I can.
Well, I don't know if Nico's left the voices from Discord still connected to the stream, but if anybody out there's got any questions, they're most welcome.
This latest update for the VNAV port is amazing.
Yeah, it does seem to be well behaved, but as we were saying yesterday, you've still got to fly the aircraft because you can't guarantee that the drag slows you down properly. If you're on a descent, you've sometimes got to intervene.
Yeah, indeed.
Either with the throttle when it's armed that you see in descent, or with the speed brake. Yeah, so it's excellent. It gives you enough leeway and does remind you to use drag once certain limits are hit. But yeah, it's great.
I think users, once they've got this latest update, are going to notice a massive difference.
Well, it does make me think, John, what's the hold-up on releasing 16B, whatever it ends up being called?
I don't think there is, Paul. I'm pretty confident he'll release it tonight.
Well, maybe there's something else lurking. I don't know. Maybe Nico's got an inkling that there might be something else added to it. This beta's been out a day or so now, hasn't it?
Yeah, but don't forget, Nico had problems with his computer, so there was a bit of a delay on the initial testing, and obviously it was only last night that the vid was created.
That's true. Plus, the real-life pilot testers, they're actually out doing their jobs as well.
Yeah, that as well.
Yeah. Daniel's got a problem with the Zibo updater. I don't use that, so I can't help. Anybody else?
No, I don't use that anymore, Paul, because I mean, updating for me is so simple. I can't be bothered. I know what I'm doing, and I just get on with it.
Incompatibility error. There's something in my memory that tells me that the updater didn't used to handle full updates. It would handle the fixes, but not the full one.
Spot on. Spot on.
So maybe, Daniel, that's a problem. You might have to manually install 49 again.
.65 nauticals for top of descent.
Okay, I'm back, and it's freezing, Uncle John. This cup of coffee really helps if I hold it in my hands.
I think we're just going to hit the fringes of Paris centre. I can't see him bothering.
Yeah, no, we'll ignore him until he calls us. Okay, well, Daniel, let's just read through first before I start talking about this. I don't use the updater, so my initial thought is if you have a problem, go to the forum, Matthias's forum, /pass. Go tell him, he'll sort you out quick, because he'll probably ask you, you know, for a log file or something. If you have a proper base, it is like Reggie says, you know, just copy and paste the latest Zibo fix. Yeah, that's right. You can always make a backup. Then back to Bob. Had a couple of flights on the latest that didn't end well. I know full well that after the third very successful flight and landing just now, it was all me for not paying attention. Well, if you watch the beginning of this stream, you'll check me make a couple of absolutely stupid mistakes because, I mean, my concentration was all over the place. So it happens, you know. It happens. As long as we learn from it and next time we don't do the same thing, it's all good. Oh, I don't want to put down this cup of coffee. And I think I need to start planning the top of the descent story. Oh, we're getting close. Start with the basics. Okay, that's the initial approach.
I love to fly.
QNH 1008.
Thank you, sir. 008. Right, approach course heading 78. LS 1109. Right, our decision altitude 296. In my active sky, my QNH is 1007, Uncle John, just FYI. Marshall, good morning. At this point in time, the focus is literally on the VNAV descent, the VNAV idle descent path. It's about the speed restrictions and about the altitude restrictions. It started with a discussion with me and Zibo talking about 10,000 feet being a problem, where the aircraft doesn't slow down actually. You know, the pitch isn't, or the pitch wasn't correct. So he's tweaked it a bit. This is actually the second attempt already. We had a 16A and this is 16B now, and it just keeps getting better. And I think that takes care of most of everything. Then you stop off descent. There's Uncle John in front of us. Oh yeah, V-speeds. And then this magic button as well. So we have 3.5 tons. We're going to have, what's that, 2.8. 700 kilos difference. 63.3. And then we have our V-speeds. Talking, Daniel, are you talking about the Olympics? I didn't watch it. I'm not much of a sports guy anyway. Marshall, yeah, but remember in the real world, even with the best system, you have to set your RNP requirements here. You have to set your RNP to tell the system that you want better sensitivity, you know, better compliance. First of all, and on any RNP approach, you always have to have your hand on that speed brake. If you let the speed run away from you, you're dead. The RNP won't work. So just remember that. We were talking in the last couple of streams that I've shown the guys this. We have to be careful. There's a very fine line between reality and actually you know, creating a train that runs on rails. We don't want that. At some point in time you need to realize that this is an aircraft and it is slippery, you know, and you are literally in the air. There's no substance around you except just the air, and the air is just another form of water, you know. So you've got to understand all these different parameters and situations and things, and then you know, you have to take into account that there will be movement depending on the thickness of the air, your density, depending on if there's a storm or what the wind's doing. You know, you can't make this thing run rigidly like a train on rails. Then it's not an aircraft, you know, and that's where the real pilots come in and why they have to test flight and make sure that it's at least plausible, you know. It's awesome to a point. It's only awesome to a point, you know. At some point in time you need to slow down to land.
Nico, I saw you set your barrow at 296.
What, where?
Your barrow settings.
My barrow, as in barometer.
Exactly. You set it at 296.
Yeah. You're talking. That's your decision altitude. I get that from the chart.
My chart says 396.
Let me show you. When we compare notes, there's the chart.
Yeah.
So this is London, Gatwick for 08 right, and there it says 296. Oh, you know what I did? I'm using the Cat 2 parameter. You're using the Cat 1 parameter. That's why.
Okay.
So either or. It's not wrong. So I can lift mine a little bit. Let's make it 396. Because I'm not really intending on doing a Cat 2. 396. there is a bit of fog. Okay, so just be careful. If I look at my active sky, that place looks quite foggy. In the METAR, it doesn't actually report fog, but if you have to, I mean, you can always go down to the Cat 2 or even Cat 3. We'll see. We'll see what happens when we get there. Marshall, yeah, that's probably something that Zibo still needs to bring into life in the mod. But I think you've got the idea. It sounds right. Well, Uncle John, that cup of coffee was nice.
Beautiful.
Well, there's my descent. Thanks, Marshall. I'm sure it will be just fine. We busy descending, almost there now. Okay, I just want to quickly check something, gents, if you don't mind. We do push back. References. Just want to take a screenshot here. Well, Uncle John, there's no ATC yet, and there's no the weather on active sky still looks like gloomy. We'll have to see.
We'll deal with it when we get there.
Yeah. start of the stream busy with stuff, but I had Zibo issues and Sam with certain gates not connecting. Yeah, we've known about the SAM issue and the Zibo for quite a few versions already. We've had at least 2 guys and Zibo trying to figure out how to make it work better and all these things. And the funny thing is that I think at the end we gave up. You know, in all honesty, just gave up because I mean, I don't know the exact details. McDrying knows it now better than anybody here. But I think it was a stuff up in the whole SAM story. You know, so after updating SAM, if it works, obviously it wasn't the Zibo issue to start with. So, you know, I updated my SAM for my Orbex scenery yesterday. I saw there was an update, but I haven't even thought about updating the one in Explainer as I'm flying it here, the ordinary one. So I think I need to do that anyway and have a look-see again.
The speed reduction on the tape was a little bit late coming in, Nico.
Okay.
I think it got to 10,100, maybe even less than that before it reduced to 240.
Okay.
So I went past the 10,000 and I had to throw the speed brake out, try and rescue.
Yeah, you have to do what you have to do, Uncle John. Are you on this latest beta test model?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I'll keep my eye on it.
Can you monitor it yourself?
Yeah,
from 10,000, please.
Yeah, I'm looking. Paul, I've got the 2 little deceleration points circles here. Today they're here.
Good, good.
I feel so alive now.
There. There you go. That is your indicated airspeed. So flaps 1 you have to be below 250, flaps 2 below 250, flaps 5 below 250. Now what will happen is, you'll see I usually pull it around about 240. I would go flaps 1, flaps 2 and 5, or at least I don't even go to flaps 2, I just go straight to flaps 5. I usually do it around about 210. That's the best time to do that, because what happens is, even though it won't rip off, you get the yellow band, and that yellow band is reserved. You can't fly in that yellow band during turbulence, you know, because that will also create a problem. And but you can follow the scale over here. Your better bet is to always follow the scale on the speed tape. It clearly tells you with the green inscription when it's safe to pull it, or where you have to pull it. I mean, you can't miss it if you just follow the tape. The big thing is, never use your flaps for speed brakes. That's not what they are there for. Your speed brake is your speed brake. Alright, and once the speed brake doesn't work, Uncle John, it's blown through the 10,000 for me as well. Anyway, so the only other thing you can use as a speed brake is the gear. You have to just let the gear drop. That's a mega speed brake.
Thank you, Nico.
Transition level.
I think you did, sir. Talking to Bob. I think you answered yourself there, definitely. Uncle John, it could be because of the gradient. I'm not sure. I didn't pay attention to it, to be quite honest. I just realized it's gone through it. So I'll have to watch the video myself to see what's potting. Hey, David, more.
I think it'll be a good exercise, Nico. Double check it.
Yeah, we will.
1000 to level off.
Oh, Greaser, that's a good thing for the future. At this point in time, I can't cope with it. It's got too long to go. Linda beats it at this point in time. For what I needed, Linda's my co-pilot for sure, for now. Uncle John, did you also have so many clouds here?
Yeah, I've got quite a few clouds.
I'm almost in the milk here. Maybe what I saw there by Active Sky was just a bit too high. That's why they didn't really classify it as fog, because I mean we are still 4,000 feet up. So where's that meter again? I see it shifted anyway.
Well, I'm just about turning on to approach.
Alright, I see it's broken at 1,000 feet only. Wow, so it's gonna go down low, but not that low. Greaser, it's all about the VNAV idle descent path. So this is already the second version. Yesterday it behaved much better than today, so the only thing I can think of is it's in relation to this actual glide path, the VNAV path, sorry, that we're on. The VNAV path is different. So I'll just go check this video again later on just to see what happened at about 10,000. I hope I got it on video, but we'll see.
Thousand to go.
Flaps 5 set.
Runway in sight.
Awesome. I'm slowing down, Uncle John. I'm about 13 miles from threshold. The fact that we're landing from this side, you can just run through, you know, we don't need to auto brake too much, you know. I'm in fact gonna set it to 2. Let's just use 2.
Yeah, idle reverses, I think.
Yeah, let it just run through.
It is a little bit foggy, Nico.
Okay. Yeah, I've got you on decas right at the edge there. Guys, I'm just slowing down to just make sure we don't have a problem with Uncle John there in front. I'm slowing down a little bit more.
Glide slope capture.
Runway vacated, sir.
Thank you, Uncle John. I'm doing ILS. Uncle John was on RNAV. I was on ILS. I am on ILS.
Flaps 30 set.
And there is most likely other John coming behind. I think I've got you on decas. Other John.
Okay, I'm in the clouds. I cannot see anything. But I have you on TCAS too.
Excellent.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Birch altitude.
Taxi lights on.
What is the Mr. Birch altitude? That is actually a very good question. Mr. Birch altitude 2000, and we're on 3000. We'll keep it there. Yeah, nice and misty, Uncle John.
Affirmative.
Approaching 08 right.
Oh my goodness. Let us concentrate.
400.
Wahaha.
You can say that again.
Oh, it's not that bad.
No, it's not. It's just fun. This is really
Shame.
fun.
300. Approaching minimums. 200. Minimums.
Approach great. Landing excellent.
Okay.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Speed brake up. Reverse unlocked. Auto brake in use.
There's the bus. Landed.
Yeah, I loved that. I honestly loved that. That was so cool.
Yeah. Brilliant landing. Nice one, sir.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, gentlemen. And thank you, Linda. Oh, this is a replay I definitely want to see. After landing procedure.
After landing procedure.
I'm in a right mess of parking.
Uncle John, we need
After
to set
landing
up the
procedure
starter
completed.
switch on the throttle to run that auto brake for you, eh?
Yes, please.
Yeah, I honestly, I like this. This was really cool. Oh, and you just parked right in front here. That's so cool. That's nice.
Yeah. Would have been better if I'd have parked on the strip instead of the one at the side.
Flaps up. And set.
This parking meter looks so fancy. Do you think it will take my credit card, or how do we pay here?
Don't worry about it, I've already done it.
Okay. It looks like a parking garage system. Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown
Yeah, quite a
procedure.
blanket of fog there, wasn't there?
Yeah, that was nice. You see. I'm obviously kidding, but look, there's your coin. It goes in there. Ah, this is super. Very nice.
Bucket, Dano, bucket.
On final.
I'm watching.
Shutdown procedure completed.
Alright, my landing rate was -173. I'm happy with that.
got your ticks 194.
Yes, David. Are you floating or on the ground already? Because the network shows you still nose up. Ah, that looks better. That looks better. Welcome.
Dankeschön.
Bitteschön.
Ah, you know what? That's silly to do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. We don't want to. It turns out we want to replay, so just make sure.
Over the line, sir. Over the line.
Alright, then I'll quickly disconnect. I think we should be fine. Right, that's just a ghost image remaining there. So let's go. Wahaha. Sounds like you need a doctor. That was a bad one.
Dear me.
You're famous for that, Paul.
Yeah. And there we have it. So nice. So nice. Tommy, thank you for being here, my friend. We'll talk later. We'll do another flight later this afternoon. It's in my roster on Discord if you want to check times and things and the routes. It's all there. I'm just having fun now, guys. So excuse me, but I'm I'm just having fun right now.
John, I've sent you some pics.
Okay. Thanks.
Sorry. Daniel, 1600 Zulu. 1600 Zulu today.
Thanks a
Hendrik.
lot, Uncle John.
Sorry, guys.
You're welcome, sir.
Hendrik, Jan, I'm using X camera, so I've got all kinds of fancy things that I can do. Ooh, now you've made me want to do even more. Hold on. Let's do this. Let's do flyby. Yeah, me too. We don't do them that often, this flyby. Sorry, the replays. We need to do more. But look at this flyby one. When we do this. This is so cool. I'm going to redo this, definitely. I'm going to redo that one. I want some screenshots. I think that just looks super. Ah, look at that. Wow. That's magical. Alright, let's do it again.
That's very good.
Yeah, I love it. Pull it back a little bit. Then need to go find that thing again. Oh, you now need to click there.
That's one blanket in front of you.
Okay, I think I started that replay of the flyby too fast, so it's out of sync with what we had. Oh, now I don't even want to pop up. Come now, man.
Nico, are your X camera settings in your private hangar?
It's supposed to be yes. I think that's a better option to start. We started a bit early. Oh yeah, that's a lovely place to have had that. That is so cool. I'll show you the other one as well. I'll show you the other one just now as well. Shift R. Let's just pop up soon enough. There's an orbit. Thank you for the Sam comment there. Yeah, we've had a brief discussion about it earlier. Thank you so much.
Just spotted David in there. Good morning, David.
Yeah, he's here. How's that? That is so cool. I'm gonna use these views for the landing a little bit more for the replay. Man, this is so cool. Yeah, this is lovely. Let's see, there's another one. There's another view, also in orbit. Get that. Ha! It's a bit close, but let's just see what it does. Let's see what it looks like. Thank you, Owen. Yeah, it was nice. It was really nice. It was exciting with the fog and everything and the clouds. And You know, it's not just your standard come and land. It was nice. I'm taking screenshots, eh?
That's novel.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to try that next time.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm loving these.
On the side of that, that was a lovely landing.
Yeah. Woohoo! Yeah, we've got a nice couple of screenshots. See if I can put them on Facebook later. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sharing this hour and a bit with us and being here. That's a ghost image in front of me, so I'm not scared. Other John's already at the stand, so it's just what remained after disconnecting from my VAO. So, in terms of the rest of the weekend's flying, in my roster on Discord, we've got 1600 Zulu this afternoon. We're going to fly from this airport to Zurich. And tomorrow morning, we're going to fly at 900 Zulu back to Gatwick here. And then in the afternoon, the group flight will be from Baltimore KBWI, and we're going to fly to Boston. And the reason we want to do that is because of all those height and speed restrictions. I just thought it would be cool to actually have that and fly around with that. Let's quickly change that a little bit. Let's see what that ends out. I think I have to restart, unfortunately. No.
That looked very personal with them two aircraft together like that.
We won't get into that, Uncle John. So yeah, we'll see you next time, and you know where to find us if you need us. We're on Discord. Link and everything else is in the description below the video. So enjoy the rest of your Saturday.
Bye guys.
Bye bye.